The Indian military could soon get the S500 air defense shield to counter any and all nuclear threats by Munir. The S500 can shoot down not just tactical ballistic missiles and ICBMs but also next-generation hypersonic missiles as well as low-orbit satellites. Munir's nukes could soon become nothing more than glorified firecrackers. Days after the Indian Air Force chief confirmed 5 Pakistani jets were shot down in the recent war by India, this latest development will undoubtedly blow a gaping hole in all Pakistani war plans. Could we see 93,000 Pakistani troops again surrender to the Indian Army, just like in 1971? India has been offered the S500 air defense system by Russia. Now this is an upgrade on the S400, which shot down not only 5 Pakistani jets but also an AWACS aircraft at a distance of 314 kilometers, which is a new world record in active combat. With this move, India could also help Russian-origin defense technology reach the global arms market amid US sanctions threat. The S500, produced and manufactured in India through technology transfer, could draw significant attention on the global arms market, just like the BrahMos missile. Russia has formally proposed a government-to-government agreement with India for co-production and technology transfer of the advanced S500 Prometheus air defense system, which when made indigenously can also boost India's booming arms exports basket. Indian defense exports hit an all-time record of 24,000 crore rupees or nearly $2.6 billion last year. With Western sanctions still constricting Russia's ability to export its own defense equipment directly, especially since the war in Ukraine, Moscow is turning to its time-tested strategic partnership with Bharat. By tapping into India's expanding defense manufacturing sector and solid export credentials, Russia also hopes its defense tech continues to draw global attention. The S500 Prometheus stands out as a next-generation multi-layered air and missile defense system with capabilities not found in any previous Russian systems or in global competitors. It can detect and intercept targets including ballistic and hypersonic missiles at ranges up to 600 kilometers and altitudes up to 180 to 200 kilometers, giving it the ability to counter threats far beyond the reach of even the S400. If deployed by India, Pakistani fighter jets would be confined to its western borders along Afghanistan or risk being on the S500 menu. Now, the Russians designed this air defense shield specially to target current stealth aircraft, including the American F-35s, so it's likely that Chinese-made J-35s could also be tracked by this. It is capable of engaging a diverse spectrum of intercontinental ballistic missiles, hypersonic weapons, stealth aircraft like the F-35, or even the B-2 stealth bombers, which were used by America to strike Iran recently. It can even take out enemy low Earth orbit satellites, thus disrupting surveillance and communication capabilities as well as any space-based weapons. Of course, it remains effective against UAVs or drones, cruise missiles and strategic aircraft, which even the Indian Akash air defense system is well capable of handling. However, its dual speciality of intercepting hypersonic missiles with speeds exceeding Mach 5 as well as low Earth orbit satellites makes it a truly unique system in modern warfare. Like always, the military with better tech will mostly win the day. The S500 system can engage up to 10 different targets simultaneously with a response time of under 4 seconds, which is much faster than even the S400. It features a jam-resistant ASR-based 98L6 Yenisei and 91N6A radar designed to track fast, low observable targets at extreme ranges, even under heavy electronic warfare conditions. It utilizes several specialized missiles such as the 40N6M for long-range aerial threats up to 400 kilometers and 77N6 or N1 for anti-ballistic and anti-satellite roles up to 600 kilometers. It is certainly a single-stop solution for high-altitude engagement, multi-domain targeting, rapid response, and space warfare capabilities. Now, Russia seeks to dodge economic sanctions imposed by the West, especially under Trump, because of the war in Ukraine. And simply sharing the technology with India would evade any such restrictions. India's defense manufacturing sector could then produce and manufacture this system for sale on the global market, as it would simply be made in India. This strategic partnership is a clever way to keep Russian defense systems buzzing globally. This allows Putin to make Russian-origin technology reach out to global markets in Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Africa without direct trade. The deal provides access to nations that Russia has historically maintained long-standing strategic partnerships with despite global upheavals. Similarly, it will also serve India's long vision objective of Make in India initiative by co-production and transfer of technology that will encourage local production in India, technology absorption into Indian defense systems, as well as job creation in the booming defense manufacturing sector. Acquiring the S500 allows the Indian military to build a multi-layered air and missile defense shield countering modern hypersonic threats from China and whatever Pakistan gets from the CCP. India will gain rights to re-export the system, increasing its profile in the global arms market and demonstrating its capability to fulfill high-value defense contracts. Besides all this, indigenous production reduces reliance on foreign suppliers and strengthens India's own defense strategies. The deployment of the S400 system has already proven its worth in the recent conflict with Pakistan, having shot down 5 Pakistani fighter jets. Even Prime Minister Modi greeted the troops proudly in front of the victorious S400 at the Adampur Air Base. The S500 can also be integrated into existing S400 batteries to form an impregnable shield over Indian skies. With Islamabad attempting to procure advanced platforms like the Chinese J-35A stealth fighters and missile defense systems like the HQ-9, and China possessing sophisticated missile technologies, the S-500 will provide India a crucial edge by neutralizing these advanced and stealthy threats. The S-500 deal supports India's goal of a multi-tier air defense shield that can handle current as well as future threats in the form of any two-front war with Pakistan and China, significantly supporting its military deterrence and defense readiness. However, as always, there are certain hurdles as well. The S500 is significantly more expensive than its predecessor, the S400. S500 is valued between $1 billion to $2.5 billion per system, which could dent India's defense budget of $77.4 billion. India would also remain dependent on Russian technology and cooperation for production as well as maintenance of the system. Such dependence could also pose geopolitical risks, especially with competing interests from Western countries and the ever-present possibility of secondary sanctions under laws like the American CAATSA. India is also building its own hypersonic missile defense system under Project Kusha. What impact will the S500 acquisition have on that future? Integrating the technologically sophisticated S500 with existing Indian air defense assets also poses technical and logistical complexities. The S500 is currently manufactured in limited numbers and is a highly secretive Russian project, which is why export approvals are uncertain and may take longer than expected. Balancing historic defense ties with Russia while maintaining and expanding partnerships with Western countries, especially the United States, would also require careful diplomacy by the Modi government. But what do you believe? Should India invest in the Russian S500 air defense shield given nuclear threats from a terror state like Pakistan? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.